All right, welcome back. According to the news, it says, and I quote, Musa will fence Nigeria. He doesn't know his left from right, but he is better than Egbetokun. This has been said by Omoyele Sowore. Well, according to the news, Omoyele Sowore, a human rights activist and a presidential candidate for the African Action Congress (AAC) in the 2023 election, has shared his reaction regarding the recent dismissal of high-ranking service chiefs by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In recent times, the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sparked mixed reactions among Nigerians after he named General Olufemi Oluyede as the new Chief of Defense Staff, replacing General Christopher Musa and Major General W. Shaibu as the new Chief of Army Staff. Air Vice Marshal S.K. Aneke as Chief of Air Staff and Rear Admiral I. Abbas as the new Chief of Naval Staff. Chief of Defense Staff Intelligence Major General EAP Udendeye retains his position. However, in the video, the human rights activist and the former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore criticized the former leadership of the Nigerian military, while at the same time acknowledging that he was better off compared to the Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun, recounting how the former Chief of Defense Staff Christopher Musa had proposed to build a fence around Nigeria. Now, according to the video, I was the one to first complain about Musa, who wanted to fence Nigeria. He doesn't know his left from his right, but he is better than Egbetokun. Alright, this had been a strong statement that has been released by Omoyele Sowore. Now, everyone is of the opinion that with the way the protesters were treated, that it was uncalled for. I think this was actually said after Omoyele Sowore regained freedom the second time. Yes, a lot of things were actually said in that video, and come to think of it, this set of people made it clear that they never had any issue with the judiciary. But it's so pathetic that a lot of people are being like they were protesting against the court. They said they never protested against the court, but their protests had been against the presidency, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself, according to what had actually been said in this passage. But meanwhile, according to Omoyele Sowore, he made it clear that Musa will fence Nigeria. He doesn't know his left from right, but he is actually better than Egbetokun. This one had actually been said. Well, we are getting a lot of reactions though onto this one, and meanwhile, a lot of things are going on in the country that everybody is talking about, that we need to come out and then open up and then tell our minds as a citizen, because as it stands, a lot of things are being swept under the carpet, which is not supposed to be. All right, so that's another strong one that we have actually gathered so far onto this one. Now, according to Primate Ayodele, he made another statement, and he made it clear that whoever is giving you that advice is wrong. Suspend it to 2030. Ayodele on state creation. Well, in a recent video on Facebook, leader of Inri Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, has cautioned the Nigerian government against pursuing the creation of 6 new states, warning that such a move could destabilize President Bola Tinubu's administration. While speaking during a live prophetic session, Ayodele said those advising the president to embark on state creation at this time are misleading him. Well, he urged the federal government to suspend any plans for new state until the year 2030, insisting that rushing the process would have political and administrative consequences. Tinubu will not help your government this moment. Okay, Tinubu will not help your government this moment. Ayodele warned. But meanwhile, whoever that is giving you that advice is wrong. Suspend state creation to 2030. If you do it now, it will weaken your government. Take note. All right, this has been said by the cleric, Primate Ayodele. Now, the cleric explained that the country's economic instability and political tensions makes this an unfavorable period for restructuring. Well, according to him, pushing for state creation now would strain the government's resources, invite public criticism, and reduce the administration's effectiveness. In the same message, Primate Ayodele made an unusual health-related prophecy revealing that a strange condition would begin to affect men starting new year. Men using tight underwear from next year, tight will be causing cancer. He said for men, not women. You will begin to see it in Abia State. While the according to his statement, yes, he said you begin to see it in Abia State. While the prophecy stirred reactions online, the cleric maintained that his messages are divine warning intended to guide both leaders and citizens. He urged Nigerians to remain prayerful and sensitive to divine instructions. Meanwhile, Primate Ayodele concluded by calling for wisdom and patience in governance, saying every decision taken now must be guided by the future. Let no one use politics to destroy what is left of stability in the nation. All right, and that's another strong one. I know a lot of people will be like, what is wrong with this man again? What are you saying? Okay, well, somebody is of the opinion that who told you that is going to be there till 2030 in the first place? Okay, that's so serious. So, well, I am trying so hard not to call this man a prophet of Bull or a prophet of Baal or doom, where he is telling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to suspend state creation till 2030, which means he already endorsed and then sees him as president till then, to be able to say that even with all the atrocities and hunger in the land, you are simply very wicked. A god You are simply very wicked, and God will not spare you for being part of the helpless and the poor masses problem in this country. All right, that's so serious. Well, on the day of reckoning, the chicken must come back to the roast. All right, that's exactly what Stanvik has actually said onto this one. Well, Sonny Uma is making it clear that Ayodele, it will start from your house. Since ever minute your God speaks about Tinubu, keep deceiving yourself. All right, that's another one. This man is a prophet of doom. Let him stop deceiving people. All right, okay, that's another strong one that we have actually gathered so far onto this one. Majority of things though had actually been said. What more can we say onto this until I come your way next time? I say bye for now.